Welcome to the Near Memo, a weekly conversation about search, social, and commerce. What happened, why it matters, and the implications for local. But let's turn now to the question of what to do if you're a business or you're an agency working on behalf of clients whose customers are getting spammed or hit with negative review attacks, or you're an honest player and how do you deal with all of this? Mike, you want to chat on that?
Well, I mean, obviously, I focus largely on Google. These can occur any place, although Google, in terms of local business,
let's just say that impactful. By way of disclaimer, let's just say we're focused on Google. Google is the most influential, aside from Amazon. Google is the most influential review platform. So it's happening on Yelp, it's happening on Facebook, it's happening on TripAdvisor, it's happening elsewhere, but we're really focused on Google in this discussion. So go ahead.
So a business needs to be monitoring their reviews on a regular basis. They need to know every review that's coming and going. They need to sort of store those for historical records, because if you want to recover a missing review, you need to know the content, the username. As an example, with Google, they won't look it up for you, even though they could. So first thing is you need to be monitoring through a third-party service that captures every review, good, bad, or indifferent. You then need to, I believe every business should be asking for reviews from the real customers just to make sure that there's an influx of positive reviews. But when you start getting attacked with fake reviews, Google has finally implemented a sort of formal form that you can use if you can provide them with, like a list of the reviews that have been coming in. There's a form, you go to support, you fill it in, and then there's an appeal process. And then what they don't tell you is that that's sort of like level 1 and level 2 of review. But if you really want an additional level, you then take the case number and the links to the reviews to the Google Business Profile Forum, and their product experts have 2 opportunities to, have those reviewed again. And when those are reviewed, it appears to me that they're reviewed by higher level staff. So the first time they get reviewed, it's somewhat automatic. The second time, though, a BE can then make one final request to have them looked at by a human. And if they are truly fake, my experience is that once you drive through those 4 steps, percentage of getting them down is pretty good. But you got to know that there's those steps there, and many people don't.
And Curtis, this is not we didn't have you on to pitch the transparency company, but just because you're an expert on this topic. But let me ask you, how do you, for clients that you work with, how do you address the issue of review attacks or fraud, spam that they're dealing with? What does your service do for them?
Yeah, we do a marketplace analysis. We scan the entire market for a particular keyword or keywords, and we scan everyone, right? So using our own software, we're able to find out who has fake positive reviews. If someone's being attacked with negative reviews, we can usually find the culprit by searching for someone with fake positives, because it's normally an upsell. So we can usually identify the top 1 or top 2 culprits of who are likely to have done it. That being said, I completely agree with Mike. If you're serious about wanting to remove fake positive reviews for competitors or fake negative reviews for your own business, Google, the Google product experts is the way to go. At the Transparency Company, we hire product experts to help with those case escalations regularly. And that's, from my opinion, that's where we see the most results. It takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it's fast, but sometimes it could be a few weeks before things happen, but things do happen. Unfortunately, with LSA, I filled out that form 1 million times and I still haven't seen much action there. We were able to submit our software reports to the Better Business Bureau and have a business's accreditation revoked. And using that, we were able to go to the LSA community manager and have a business ejected off of the LSA ad platform because their BBB accreditation was revoked. That has happened once in 9 months, so it's not like we're handing those out all day. But that's the only thing we know of that works so far.
I would just add one on the removal of fake positive reviews from competitors. It is always best to have Google have orthogonal data inputs. So the first step is to go to what's called the redressal form, get a case number. And the form is poorly designed for reporting reviews, but you have to sort of jam it in, do that, and then take the case number to the forum with a case number for whatever reason. It makes it easier for the various entities to escalate the request for review, and it increases it. It slows things down a little bit, but it increases the likelihood of success. So we will include the link to the redressal form in the show notes.
That's what I was about to say. We on the when this goes live on the page, we'll include all the relevant links for people. But this is totally a nightmare, for small business owners who are trying to do it ethically, and they're confronted by others around them that are manipulating reviews. And the thing that we discovered in our last piece of research at Near Media, and this was part of the local SEO for Good presentation that we did, is that of all the people, which was a majority, that mentioned the importance of reviews, only about a third are actually reading them. What people rely upon are review volumes and star ratings, aggregate star ratings. So they're really just not looking at the body of reviews. So it's very difficult for consumers to tell if there's any kind of funny business going on. And this only really supports the efforts of the fraudsters, it seems. That was a statement, I guess.
I agree with it.
A soliloquy.
Thanks for joining David, Mike, and Greg. To stay on top of the latest developments in local, subscribe to our newsletter at nearmedia.co. We'll see you next week.